All right, Kotsy's Korner. After a disappointing week, we thought we'd have to do something a little bit different and get in a club legend that ain't come bigger than Harry Kiningopoulos, currently our under-20s assistant coach. A long and storied career at the club as a player. Started here in 1995 in the reserve grade and moved on his way into the seniors. Part of the Mirabel Cup winning team and the 2013 VPL Championship team. Harry, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure, mate. It's not very often we get club legends in on the scene, mate. Definitely one of the most loyal players the club's ever had. You and the fabulous force, and of course in George Papazopoulos, Johnny Theophilopoulos, Jerry Lazarus, and yourself. Mate, now a different side of the fence. Coaching staff, how does it feel? How does that transition feel?
It's different. It's an eye-opener. Because when you play the game, obviously you don't look at the coaching aspect, whereas now you look at positions and this and that and how the formula is. It's very different.
Well, development's always been one of the big ethoses at the club here, and Alex Giannopoulos, our previous senior coach, had a long and fantastic career coaching under-20s, developed many players. That's something that obviously you and Arch will be looking to emulate.
Try to, if we can get half as good as him, would be great, because he did a great job here, And it's sad to see him go, but that's the way football is, I suppose. We'll try our best, obviously.
Obviously, you're one of the players that benefited from the club's policy back in 1995 when I was coaching Harry in the reserves and developed him into a senior footballer. Tell us about those early days, mate. It would have been, as a young kid, 16, 17, playing reserve grade football when it was open age, the transition to senior football back then.
It was fun, like you said, the boys that I played with, we played together, Papa, Jeka, Philopes. Jerry was actually playing seniors back then.
Correct.
It was fun, it was exciting, we just couldn't wait to play seniors. At the end of the day, we had to get selected, we couldn't just walk in there. And it was a great experience, because like you said, we were playing not with just under 20s, it was senior men.
Do you remember your debut, your senior debut?
I think I do. It was away. And Sock was a coach. Sock Nicolaides was a coach.
Yes.
And I think we won 2-1, and I think Papa scored one of the goals, because that's when we signed for Clifton Hill.
Was it against Caulfield City?
Yes.
At Caulfield, we did win 2-1, and you were quite correct. And remarkably enough, Papa played as a striker that day.
Yes. We got him as a centre back, and we
played as a striker, and he produced the goods. Now, obviously, the highlights of your career at the club would have been the Mirabel Cup and the championship win. Let's talk about the Mirabel Cup first. What are your memories of that day?
I was just amazed, walk into that stadium, Amy Park, playing at John Cain and all the normal grounds that you play at, and to walk underneath and see the facilities that they've got, and just to walk out with the captain's armband was huge for me, because that was supposed to be my last year.
You'd already announced your retirement.
Not retirement from football, but my retirement from Northcote. And it was just a massive honour. It was huge to win it too.
Kudos to Trent Nixon for giving you the captain's armband that day. He wouldn't give up much, that bloke, but he gave you the captain's armband on that day, and you and Trent managed to lift the trophy together. Now, as you mentioned, you retired from the club at the end of 2011, and you went away to Melbourne City in 2012 and 2013, and then Loza came calling midway through 2013. We needed a bit of backup in the last line of defence as a left back, and you came back to the club. How did that come about?
I didn't really know. I just got the phone call. Was it from you, I think?
Yeah, it probably was.
I think it was from you. And you're saying it was halfway through the season at Melbourne, like you said, and would you like to come back? And as Northcote, not only player, but I was a supporter too, and childhood dream to come back, and we were doing so well. I think we were 0-10, we didn't lose a game.
When you came back, we started losing, Harry. Don't mention that.
That was Gasparis' fault.
Blame Gaspar, fair enough.
Gaspar.
Yeah, and led all the way to the final series and grand final day. Unfortunately, you didn't come on grand final day. No. You had a great view from the bench.
Great view.
And you were part of the match day squad. What are your feelings about that grand final victory? What do you remember about that?
Phenomenal. It was nerves, during the whole game. Sweating under the armpits. It was just
butterflies on the stomach.
Butterflies. Always warming up, going behind the goals, warming up, and just watching. Not warming up. I was really just watching the game. Because it was hot already that day.
It was a
warm day. And to hear the final whistle and to win it, it was didn't know whether to celebrate or just cry. You know, it was just unbelievable.
I think we did a bit of both.
Yeah, it was.
I think we did a bit of both. It was
Like
a very
said,
momentous
for so
occasion.
long,
Yeah.
through state 2s, state 1s, and to win it, it's phenomenal. It was a dream come true for me.
There's no doubt about it, Harry. You're a club boy. You live and breathe for this club. It's part of your DNA now, no doubt. And we see it through your kids that are actually playing at the club now, which is amazing. You know, Sienna and Alexander are playing in the mini roos at the moment, and hopefully they'll progress on to bigger and better things. What do you see in the future for the club?
Always look up. Always look up. I see a bright future, even though we are where we are now, but it's happened before. I've been in it before, so always look at the brighter picture, man, and I think we'll do well, man. We've got the
There's no doubt, fantastic words, Harry. You know, we always have to think positive and maintain our objectives and look to move on from difficult times. A true club legend, Harry Kinigopoulos, over 220 games, senior games for the club, which is a phenomenal record. A disciplined record to boot. I don't think he ever got sent off. And I can take a bit of kudos that I developed him into a senior footballer. Big ass! I had nothing to do with it. He was a talent and he deserved everything he got. Harry, thanks for joining us. Good luck to the rest of the year with the under-20s.
Thank you for having us.